I'm so sorry, guys. I have to choose audio or video quality for part two of this. Just I'm not even gonna go into it. Let's talk Disneyland, separate from Disney World. Every Disneyland around the world. Um, all right. Uh, so let's start in California. Fix Tomorrowland, please. Mainly, I mean, a lot of the things, sure, there are coherence problems. I really don't like the Galaxy Bay or whatever. Um, uh, and then Pizza Planet right next to it. It's not great. It would be lovely if we could change that. I don't think that's gonna happen. But most importantly, People Mover. You can't just let it sit. I mean, you can let it sit there because it's been sitting that way for like 2 decades, but uh, it's time. But you're spending money on DCA, so maybe you're not gonna. So whatever. Um. Uh. Let's uh end Wondrous Journeys, not forever, just for a bit, and bring back Remember Dreams Come True, one of the greatest nighttime shows of all time, top five, greatest, and let's keep all the launch sites the same, the 12 perimeter amazingness sites. Uh, maybe bring back the Frontierland segment, but if that's asking for too much, okay. The show doesn't need it. Um, it's incredible with or without it, but slightly more incredible with it. Uh, where was I? Yeah, you're gonna need to add all the phantasmic effects because they weren't in operation when it was for its second run. So this will be its third run, and it will need to have uh, all the phantasmic effects, as well as Main Street projections. It was available for the second run. They chose not to, but at this point, you kind of got to, if it's gonna actually stick around, which is what I'm hoping for. Anything else? Oh yeah, they'd gotta fix the fire too. I don't get I think it was just Disneyland Park was just like no more fire after uh um the dragon burned down, which we're gonna get to in a second. Um, but that also doesn't make any sense because right next door they got World of Color with the fire, although that hasn't worked in months, and it either World of Color Happiness barely used it. I mean I'd seen one performance where the where it looked like the fire was working as intended, but even then it didn't feel quite right. So I'm gonna say for the better part of a year, fire has just not been working in World of Color. So I'm going way ahead. Uh, yeah, well, sure. So and that's a big part of the Indiana Jones segment. I guess it doesn't need it. Like they took it out of Wondrous Journeys. They can do the same solution. Like yeah, but I hope they figure out a way to bring it back because it was really cool. Um, oh, and for the past 2 decades, it was wowing. Yeah, it was like 23 years of it going, and then it's just abruptly stopped. So let's bring it back. Um, yeah. Let's right after believe in holiday magic ends. Uh, let's Well, I don't think they usually run Believe every night. It would be Believe in another show. So maybe it would come back, but it feels weird. Maybe they extend Wondrous until I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they handle that. Maybe they're just like, screw it, Billy plays every night. But no, they wanna. It's the party, so I don't know. I don't know how to handle that, but I don't want any more mixed magic. In terms of daytime entertainment, parade, daytime parade, either overhaul Magic Happens or bring back Sensational. Um, I mean, ideally Parade of Dreams, but they definitely destroyed that. Uh, I don't know, uh, Sensational status. I hope they kept it around just in case. They probably didn't. Then create a all new parade or seriously overhaul Magic Happens. I like Magic Happens, but it's not up to uh, Parade of Dreams like a million times worse than that, but even Sensational falls short. Uh, though Sensational, I do have problems like the drums. Those were supposed to be actual floats. They should be float. Whatever. Murphy returned to Phantasmic. I said on Instagram, I was in a story, I was like 5% chance of this happening. It seems like everyone is, all the rumoring is suggesting it will happen, so I'll probably end up eating my words. There's been some murmuring of that there were going to be other updates to Phantasmic, and then the cut, I don't know, and then they're like, maybe not. I don't know what that would be, except bringing the Aladdin carpet back, because right now they just kind of run out, Aladdin and Jasmine. Um, so it would be cool if they're flying on a carpet again, because what's the point of having them if they're not going to fly on a carpet? I mean, it's cool, the fan and the layering of like the clouds, and you can still see them. That it's still cool that they're doing this in the clouds, but yeah, it still kind of, they should have the carpet back. Also, or just maybe put Snow White up there, I guess. Cause I'm uh it's very sad to not have Snow White there. It's not fair because I love musically what they do in the princesses segment in the original version on Disney World. Um, with Someday My Prince Will Come, but I also love the visuals more in the Disneyland version of At Last I See the Light. Anyways, Main Street Electrical Parade return? Question mark. That's what people. I mean, I want it. I want to see it. I've only seen the Tokyo version. Well, technically, I've seen the second Tokyo. I've only seen Dreamlights. Um, but I would like to see, very much like to see my fourth nighttime parade. Daytime parade. Or we already talked about that. Moving on to DCA. Can we bring Paint the Night to DCA? I I don't think they've ever had a nighttime show running at both parks, so that's crazy. But say we did. If I'm gonna be, if I'm wishing on the second star of the right, that's not the whatever. If I'm making a wish upon a star, uh, then I want a nighttime parade at both. Uh, but at least a daytime parade at DCA. Uh, just any parade at DCA that's running regularly. I would like to see the return of Seasons of Light this holiday. Seasons of World of Color Season of Light. Um, for that, the fire effect really, I mean, it is the best World of Color show, so it can function without the fire effect, but for the decoration scene, um, that scene doesn't, goes much less hard. I mean, it's a similar amount of downgrading as the Jack's the pirate scene in World of Color without the fire. But speaking of the original World of Color, World of Color should return. Um, After we have a short return of World of Color 1, which is cool. They're saying it's short, so implying that uh it's not gonna be around next year. It's just for a few days. Um, or I guess a few weeks as we go into Halloween, unless we're getting a new Halloween show. But I, whatever. I don't, I can't imagine a good Halloween show and fountains. But maybe I'm crazy. Whew. Okay. But yeah, OG World of Color should return next year, update after Seasons of Light. I think it needs uh or updates. Maybe they bring completely new tech to the lagoon, or um just all of the things from World of Color 1 and Happiness, mainly from 1, the extra perimeter fountains, which, I mean, people don't really talk about it, but that's why they're such a surprise, honestly. That's part of the surprise. The one time I was in the right place to see them, and they went on, I was with my dad, and we were both like, "Whoa, they're right, the right." We thought we were so far away from all the action, and then it comes out to say hello. So that's cool. So hopefully they'll find a place to put that. Um, I wrote here, no Zootopia Hot Pursuit. I'm I guess I am really insistent on Avatar. And as I've been to Shanghai, and I know the Pirates is amazing. That ride system is amazing. So using that for an Avatar ride could easily be incredible. Um, yeah, and I've done Zootopia, and I think it's not necessary. We don't. You're not missing out. Having well, I I don't know. It's more Avatar seems better. If we're doing an Avatar that's different than Florida, that's gonna be like Avatar Land is better than Zootopia Land. Um, I I don't know if that's a surprise to people, but like just compare the photos. Like how is this comparable? Um, okay. Let's move on to Disneyland Paris. Well, let's make sure I'm still recording. Yes. Are you guys still listening? No way, but I'm gonna keep talking. Uh, with this horrible camera quality. Uh, okay. Bring back Space Mountain from the Earth to the Moon. This shouldn't even. It shouldn't have ever gone away. I mean, Space Mountain Mission 2 is fine, but Hyperspace Mountain, that should have been like a thing for 5 minutes. But that being what kids are growing up with, it's crazy. You look and the facade is amazing, and everything in the queue is telling you about the canon that you're entering and going to launch out of, and then you get into the load station and it's like, surprise, it's actually Hyperspace Mountain. Like, what the fork? Like, no. Um, yeah. It's no good. It could be so much better, and it used to be. So let's bring that back. If they're doing Star Wars replacing the Autopia somehow, then yeah, definitely. There's no excuse to have Hyperspace Mountain when there's also Star Tours as well. Okay, this is my big one. Bring back Disney Dreams. They found their perfect nighttime spectacular. Disneyland, they have a bunch, so I can't say what the definitive Disneyland spectacular, even though it's kind of objectively Remember Dreams Come True, but Wondrous is also like a perfect show too. So, uh, and also believe is also a perfect show. Um, anyways, Disney Dreams is Illuminations sucks compared to it. Tales of Magic was great, but it was severely lacking in pyro, and they removed the drones after a year. It's utterly pointless without the drone. It's the little pyro they added extra pyro. It's still way less than Illuminations, which was kind of even maybe a bit less than Dreams. So yeah, it should come back, and I don't know how exactly you do Main Street projections for it, but you can do it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, they can figure it out. Like they can do for After All This Is France and Be Our Guest, they can do other Parisian things. For Be Our Guest, the feather dusters can come across Main Street. There's things you can do. And the other effects from Paris you can add. I swap out the Brave segment for Frozen permanently. They've already had Frozen in summer of 2015. That was the best version, in my opinion, of Disney Dreams. Where it goes it goes from Hunchback to Lion King to Frozen to Tangled instead of from Lion King to Brave to Tangled. Yeah. Um all right. What's next? For Cascade of Lights, I felt like something was off while watching it, and I realized that, or I wasn't watching it in person, but for videos, I'll see it in person eventually. But um, it's missing perimeter launches, like seawall launches that Epcot has had since the original Illuminations, and I think Disney Sea has had it since Disney Sea Symphony. Definitely Bravissimo had it. But I'm pretty sure Disney Sea Symphony has had it too, which was opening day. So yeah, it not having perimeter launches or seawall launches is weird, and it really makes some impact and makes you gasp out loud, or makes the crowd gasp, and some people scream, which is hilarious. Uh, yeah. Uh, I think this would be a heck of a thing for uh, Disneyland Paris to do, especially with the amount of the money they seem like they're willing to spend. Like when was Disneyland Paris able to spend a lot of money? 35 years ago when it opened, and that's it since the our Space Mountain from the Earth to the Moon. That was the other. That was it. Um, but even then, that project was scaled back. Um, you wouldn't be able to tell, but it was gonna be insane. It was gonna be like 3 attractions in the building, but whatever. Um, I think they should build for Adventure World. Maybe could they connect it to Ratatouille Land so they have like a full France land? A clone a Beauty and the Beast from Tokyo. Maybe there might be something about OLC not like wanting their stuff to be exclusive. Um, but I feel like maybe they can find them and let France get a win. I mean, it looks like from Disneyland Paris adults, Disney adults, but from Paris, they seem to be kind of eating up the Frozen land, but I feel, at least from my perspective, I'm like, that's not enough. Um, especially because the one in Hong Kong is bigger. Um, right? So because it has the roller coaster, even though it's a short roller coaster, it still has 2 attractions. And adding an additional 2 flat rides to the park that already has like 9. What are we doing? Or maybe it has 7 and now it'll have 9? Bruh. But yeah, clone beating. I mean, maybe the half the budget cut, but I think that would just endlessly blow. I think it would be worth it. I think it would be super smart if they were like, let's spend the $1 billion, might be 2 billion, uh, to build this ride that will blow everyone that comes to Disneyland Paris away, and they will fall in love hard with it. Because it's Beauty and the Beast, uh, and it's Paris, and you have the Be Our Guest sequence, which is just the most hilarious, amazing thing ever. Uh, and you have the Beast transformation and the dance scene, and the snow scene is like a little simpler, but it's still will make you tear up. But anyways, that would be the move after Lion King. That would be the third land, or that would be the move for me. Um, a nighttime parade at Disneyland Paris. That would be nice. I know they already have 2 parades regularly, and people really I don't know much about the hit. I think the 30th was the first time that they had that structure up parade where it kind of like loops around. It's kind of like a street party. But that really seems to work in Tokyo. I haven't seen it in person, but from what I've seen, uh that seems to be a hit. So maybe 3 parades. I think only Tokyo's done that. 3 parades in a day, but so if you can put a nighttime parade at Adventure World, that would be fantastic. So yeah, I mean, Fantalusion's long gone, and it was so inferior to the Tokyo version anyway. But take Paint the Night from Disneyland. I feel like that would fit a lot better at Disney World than it would Disneyland Paris, um but that's just me, because I'm thinking no, that they would definitely for if they like Million Splashes of Color, they would like Paint the Night. It's like they might kind of cannibalize each other, but if they're in different parks, it's fine. Like, uh and bring the show stop too. I don't know. They used to have a show stop in Hong Kong, and it's kind of been stuck in obscurity. Okay, Tokyo Disneyland. How long have I? How long is this video? Jeez, I'm rambling. But Tokyo Disneyland, celebrate. Tokyo Disneyland should return. I wrote that. Celebrate Tokyo Disneyland returns with drones somehow. Um, and I wrote, or a new show with drones that is actually good, because I don't know what happened with Reach to the Stars. I somehow executives got involved and were like, no, OLC, you're gonna create or Imagineering, you're creating. I don't know. I don't know how it ended up just being a bunch of IP schlock, but it certainly did. I mean, like Once Upon a Time was also had IP too, but that's how you do it. Anyways, yeah, but I would just love Celebrate to come back, and I'd like, I know they got rid of the fountains, but it's something like getting rid of something and then bringing it back would be crazy in Disney World, except in Epcot with Communicore Hall. But uh, I think if OLC was, or Imagineering, whoever makes the show, I don't really get how it fully works over there. If OLC funds, OLC sometimes creates, sometimes it's Imagineering designing. I don't know, but they're like, hey, we wanna bring the fountains back. Can we do that? I know we got rid of them, but can you pay for us to bring it back? That's really all we need uh for the new show, and except then also the drones, but we already have enough drones. I'm sure they would be like, sure, here, yeah, here's the money. Um, Now here we come to some big ones in terms of entertainment. I mean, I know they're still on top, but they're not where they used to be in terms of entertainment. The Castle Stage Show, can we have those again? And the Harbor Show. I know the Harbor Show is insane, and they haven't one at night, but I mean, Mythica. Can we get something like Mythica again? It's my wish. It's what I want. Um, so yeah, at this point, this is well out of the realm of getting or Reach for the Stars. I think that was announced at D23, with Tails too. I don't know if it was the same, or maybe it was just around the same time. I don't know. Um, but yeah, that would be nice. Okay, Hong Kong Disneyland. There shouldn't be too much. Oh wow, there is a lot here. All right. First thing I have, Paint the Night. I think it was supposed to return, so let's get on that. And bring the showstop back, cause it's cause I want it. And maybe add the drum, cause I'm gonna be glitching out seeing it. It's kind of like when you walk down. I don't know if anyone else gets super disoriented when they walk down Main Street in like Hong Kong or Paris or Disneyland after being in one. Whenever you go to a different one, if it's just Disney World to Disneyland versus back and forth or to the international ones, um, it's kind of a little bit like, wait, this was before, but I'm also in a different. I'm in the same place, but I'm in a different place. Uh, Kind of weirdness. Um, all of this for anyway, that prelude is to say Tinkerbell doesn't have the big drum behind her in the Hong Kong version. It just kind of goes right into Sully. Uh, it's weird. Even though Hong Kong came first, so they built it after, but it just kind of feels so natural. Okay, Space Mountain without Hyperspace Mountain. Let's get rid of Hyperspace and bring back original Space Mountain. How that is stuck around so long and been like that, but it's time. Bring back normal Space Mountain. Uh, I'd if they really want, and I guess build a new Star Wars thing if you have to, but or just don't, or just Space Mountain. Come on. Um, I wrote here a fresh take on pirates would be cool. These are kind of like a bunch of ideas. I'm realistically, I'm only expecting if a park is announcing like Hong Kong is announcing a new ride, it's just gonna be one. But I wrote fresh take on pirates, um, cause Hong Kong is the only one without a pirate, so it would be cool to see how, because they already have their version. They built their version of Haunted Mansion, uh, uh like 14 years ago ish, maybe 15 years ago at this point. Um, Yeah, so that would be cool. Um, oh, and I wrote Star Wars Land. I don't know. Uh, oh, I also my last idea, a Toy Story ride in the style of like Peter Pan at Disney Sea or Spider-Man and Islands of Adventure or Transformers and Islands of Adventure and around the world. Uh yeah, so something like that. Maybe that's crazy, but I feel like you could do some cool screen sequences uh with like that are like the imaginative toy sequences, and you can still have big toy sets as well. I don't know. It's just an idea. But moving to Shanghai, because this, we're getting way into this, and I'm definitely just rambling. Um, I wrote, and this might as well have a please. Uh, maybe an original ride with no IP, like they finally decided to give to um they gave to Hong Kong. They got two. They got their take on they got like a runaway mine train style ride and a haunted manor style ride. So it's time for Hong Kong to get a ride to call its own. I mean, it has Zootopia and Pirates, which are great, but I mean, freaking Pirates is my second favorite dark ride ever. Um, only behind Mystic Manor. Uh, but yeah, it would be cool to have something that's unique to Shanghai, just period. Uh, but it sounds like there's going to be a second park, and that'll be a huge deal. Um, there's a very possible chance of a second park. I don't know what it would be themed. I suggested um animal or uh animal themed, like a sort of Animal Kingdom. I feel like they already have a lot of that in China, but China's a big country, so there's always room for more. Uh, and I said a otherworldly theme. I'm thinking like Avatar or like Mysterious Island and Disney Sea, something like that. That sounds very expensive, but I I don't know. What else are you gonna do? A Studios Park? That'll be a slap in the face to. I mean, they won't know what's coming in Shanghai. They'll just be like, "Wow, another Disney park." I assume, but they don't know putting studios in a park. I feel like for people that are in America, the themed entertainment people in America, that's like are you sure about this? Um, yeah. Oh, and for more, oh, and I have three more things for Shanghai. I said buy Harmony and Color from Tokyo. Yeah, they uh, all the time. The daytime parades will get sold. Uh, they do a 5 year entertainment schedule refresh schedule in Tokyo. Um, that's why they have a massive anniversaries. Their anniversaries are consistently amazing because they get at least a huge, massive new parade uh, every 5 years. And usually a bunch of other new stuff, but at least the the parade, and it would be a stage show and fireworks show also. But yeah, uh, right. So I think they should buy it. Usually they don't end up buying all of it. I know Jubilation, which is maybe my favorite parade, daytime parade, I think. Um, that was bought, but Disney didn't buy the whole ride from OLC. The whole ride, the whole parade, they bought most of it and split it between Disneyland Paris and the Magic Kingdom, and that became Festival Fantasy and Stars on Parade. All right. What did I say? Oh yeah, and or just more changes to Storybook Express, more improvements, more new floats. And I said nighttime parade. Yes, I would like a nighttime parade. Maybe that could go to the second park or whatever. Sorry, I've just spent the last I feel like I've been talking about this by myself for a while. It's I'm not do I don't have another person to do this with right now. Um, so yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in post D23. Oh, they're live streaming it. I'll try to get a reaction video or something. Because that'll be fun. I'll see you guys then.